The automatic rifleman role is one of the most satisfying roles in Hell Let Loose. The high rate of fire and long-lasting magazine makes this the perfect role for those who go out guns blazing on the battlefield.
And his name is John C.
Anyway, for the loadouts, the US automatic rifleman is equipped with a M1918, a 2-bar rifle and a couple of MK2 grenades that you want to use to kill enemies that are too afraid to fight.
Hey yo, the pizza here! Oh, nigga!
The German automatic rifleman is equipped with a STG-44 and a couple of throwable sticks. Both of these are equipped with 2 bandages and a hammer. There's a second loadout that you can choose called Veteran. For US it will replace the M1918, a 2-bar with an M101 Thompson. And for Germany the STG-44 for an MP40. Both soldiers get smoke grenades instead of fragmentation grenades, which allows you to push the enemy lines with visual cover. Because you are using an assault rifle, your main objective is to ensure that every combat is in close quarters. That means you will always be in the front line, or behind the enemy lines. Sometimes you might even get shot by your friendlies, mainly the Commonwealth tea drinking British dude in your unit that has a stronger accent than the Queen herself.
Watch out, bloody fella, mate. I will shot you.
To fulfill that objective, you want to stick to the following places. Trenches. Trenches provide cover and allow you to clear areas very easily, engaging enemies at close distance and around corners. They are often linked with strong fortifications such as bunkers that provide extremely good cover for taking out enemy infantry attackers at short distances. Urban environments. Urban cities are filled with corners and tight streets that you can navigate easily along with your unit. They also have accessible houses that provide a good elevated position over the enemy to take down attackers. You only have to watch out for AP mines before entering a building. These previous 2 places are usually situated at capture points, which means that you can help your ally engineers to build structures such as moats, barricades and bunkers while you wait for a fight to come. But it also has its problem, and that is, you are extremely vulnerable to the enemy's commander orders such as strafings, bombing runs and artillery strikes. Finally, woodlands. Woodlands are filled with thin but numerous pillars of cover, also called trees. There are also rocks and cliffs that give you an advantage over the enemy and allow you to engage multiple at a time, sometimes even taking whole units out. If your opponent force is playing defensively, you have 3 ways to arrive to the point in safety. Number 1, running. This ancient technique is very risky and can sometimes get you killed simply because you can't fight back. Compared to the semi-automatic rifles, you can't engage enemies from a long range distance, and while you try to spot them, they've already taken a shot on you. To prevent such event you can do evasive maneuvers such as the snake, or sticking to cover. You can also get in a truck, to be safe from enemy fire. If only your friendlies weren't that selfish, you Number 2. Trucks. Transport trucks and supply trucks are a good way to get to the war zone. They provide speed and cover, while also being extremely maneuverable. The only downside is that you are loud and attract enemy anti-tank soldiers. But when this technique works, you can surprise your enemy with a slick drift and go maneuver. And finally, number 3. Infantry tanks. Infantry tanks were failed tank models that were renamed to hide its underwhelming shit of an engine. Anyway, they are extremely well armored and equipped. They provide cover and allow you to push further into enemy positions without dying instantly. Their guns can also produce suppressive fire to lock the enemy into a position and encircle them.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Talking about suppressive fire, you can also use your assault rifle as a way to help friendly troops advance into reinforced positions. You can do this by tap firing, producing short bursts of fire, or straight up spraying and praying. Even though it is not optional, rifles like the M1918 A2 and the STG-44 are efficient at medium range. The only downside is the massive recoil. That means you'll have to fire short bursts to control the gunfire and kill the enemy. The last tip of this video is flanking. The concept of flanking revolves around getting behind the enemy lines and sabotaging the enemy, either by dismantling enemy supplies of all kinds, and taking down structures such as outposts or nodes. If you ever spot an outpost, wait for the enemies to spawn, spray them down, and then approach with caution, not the other way. Disclaimer, I do not promote spawn killing in any way, and it is just temporary. And that's about it, folks. I hope you... What the fuck is that? Oh no. Anyway, I hope you learned something new that will help you win more battles and, more importantly, experience. And I'll see you next time on the battlefield.